Everybody loves meatballs, right? And well, we all think they were created in Italy, but that's actually wrong. Well, great, now I'm hungry for some, so let's find out how these little balls of heaven came to be. My grandmother taught me how to make her homemade meatballs back home in Pennsylvania, and I love them. And you know what? She's got her own secret recipe, which, well, is a secret to me too. And every time I make them, people go crazy for them. And look, everybody has their own recipe to do it. Everybody has their own way of doing it, and different flavors in different parts of the world. Well, the question is, though, who made them first? How did they come to be? Well, let's find out. Meatballs, they're pretty much a family staple, right? And of course your grandparents made them and their grandparents before that, but you know what? Where did they come from? Well, my search didn't come up with an official answer. Now, there are recipes that go way back to Roman times who have a cookbook that uses a mixture of peacock, pheasant, and rabbit as their meat source. Huh? Now, other historians disagree, saying that the first meatballs are actually made in Persia, and that's the recipe that's being served today. And you know what, every culture has their own version of meatball, right? And while the Italian version may be the most well-known, the Dutch, the Greeks, and people in the Middle East, they have their own versions as well. Now get this though, the meatballs they make and serve in Italy are actually smaller than what you'll find here in America. Of course, America, we had to Americanize it, right? Italians use equal parts bread and meat, or even sometimes fish. Now for them, meatballs are more of a peasant dish and serves either a main course or in a light broth, pretty much to save money and feed a hungry family. And in fact, spaghetti and meatballs, well, that's also purely Americanized as well. But I can say one thing, I have had authentic Italian meatballs in Little Italy in New York City, and you know what, they are a little bit smaller, but hey, they still pack a ton of flavor. Now, another reason meatballs came to be was to, again, extend the family budget, and they basically used cheap cuts of meat and dried up stale bread. You know, waste not, want not. But here's a question, who holds the official Guinness World Record for making the world's largest meatball? That goes to the Italian American Club in Hilton Head, South Carolina. Once again, go America! In November 2017, they worked for over a year with special equipment and a week's worth of cooking to create a 1,757-pound meatball. I mean, come on, man, that's almost a ton. But one of the best things, though, seriously about meatballs is the family tradition. Every mother or grandmother's passed down their amazing recipes to next of kin who try to build on that flavor. And let's be honest, it's down-home cooking that can't be beat, right? And it means a lot to me every single time I cook a batch. And I know for a lot of you, it's the same feeling too. So here's to you, Meatball. We gotta salute you in this episode of Kicking Back with Jersey Joe. You know, when I hit up Google to do my research for this web show, I found a ton of different meatball recipes out there. Everything from beef to chicken to pork to poultry to fish to vegan to, non-meat versions. It's pretty much what you want to do and how you want to make it to your own taste. That's the great thing about it. You can customize it to your own family traditions or what you want. And you know what? I seriously made myself hungry right now for a big bowl of spaghetti and meatballs, and that's what I'm going to have here as soon as we're done talking here on this edition of Kicking Back Jersey Joe. So, hey, click that like and subscribe button down below because we always have fun, and sometimes I'll make you hungry too. And by the way, if you guys find an awesome meatball recipe, hit me up on Twitter, JerseyJoe50, or post it down below because I want to try some other ones too because I think that's a lot of fun and that's what we do here each and every week. Have fun. Jersey Joe, your internet friend saying thanks for watching. I'll see you next time, I hope.